Hello, I'm Dr. Papia Bhattacharjee. In this problem, we have these four expressions that we have to simplify using the properties of exponent. So before we solve the problems, let me remind you of the properties of exponent. So the first property is that if you have, say, a to the power x multiplied to a to the power y, then you simplify it by adding the x and y in the exponent. So this is the same as a to the power x plus y. Second property, if you have a to the power x and you raise the whole thing to the power y, then that's same as saying you multiply the two things in the exponent. So this is same as a to the power x times y. Third property, if you have a to the power negative x, then we can make that exponent positive by taking the whole thing in the denominator. So this is same as 1 over a to the power x. And last one, if you have a to the power 0, that is equal to 1. All right, so we can use these properties to simplify our four expression. The first one, we have e cubed times e to the 4. So this e is the number e, but it is like a. So e is our a, and then 3 is x and 4 is y. So we can apply, look, it's like the property 1. We can apply that property to say this is same as e to the power. You add the two constant 3 plus 4. So this is e to the power 7. Okay, for part B, we have e to the power 3 and the whole thing raised to the power 4. So this looks like the left hand side of property 2, where 3 is like your x, 4 is like y. So we simplify that as e to the power, look what we have here, we just multiply the two numbers. So this is 3 times 4, and that is e to the 12. That's the answer for part B. For part C, again we have e cubed and the whole thing raised to the power negative 2. So it looks like property 2, 3 is our x, negative 2, the whole thing is our y. So we use property 2 to say this is e to the power 3 times negative 2, which is e to the power negative 6. But then notice that this looks like the third expression in number 3. So you can simplify it further by making the exponent positive by saying this is same as 1 over e to the power 6. So that's the simplified form. And for the last one, we have e to the 0. Look at property 4. Any a to the 0 for a real number is equal to 1 when a is not equal to 0. And e is a real number, so to the power 0, this is equal to 1. So that gives us simplified expression for all four of them. Thank you.